contract.
Could change, because if we're talking a contract that's, like 500 or $1,000.
You're not gonna charge them the same thing
versus like a
$15,000.
$5,000, $10,000 job. Like, there's a big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Like, if you do $50 a day for a $1,000 job, like,
I would just do a percentage a day.
what's $50 a day gonna be to a $10,000 job?
Right. Nothing.
You know what I mean?
So you just do a percentage per day.
Well, yeah. So let's talk that through for a second. So, I was telling them before, we've done it where it was just whatever it was costing us to hold the house
Holding costs.
per day, roughly. But that's not really possible. Almost, it would have to be
That would be
established
only
up
doing
front
the rehab projects.
because they don't know what the cost is.
Right,
to hold
but it's
it.
not gonna matter, like, on Liz's project, if we use that, not that you'll ever go over on a deadline, you know what I mean, like, willingly go
Which
over on
one?
a deadline, right? But what I'm saying is, there are no holding costs for us for that, because it's not a flip house.
What did I have left? I don't have much left. Just curious where. Well, I'm thinking about it right now. Penny, have you taken out the drop ceiling in the kitchen? To see
Nothing further has been done.
Okay.
At Penny. Part of the drop ceiling is out, and you can see where the floor joists have been destroyed, basically, for the bathroom upstairs. So those are going to have to be repaired / replaced. I'm talking, here's the joist, this much is gone. Like 2/3 of it is just hacked out.
Wow.
And there's just a little 3.5 inch piece
Oh my gosh.
of the floor joist holding
Wow.
what do they got
everything.
going through there? The like toilet drain and shit.
Drains. Yep. Drains they just cut in and hacked it up.
That's what we dealt with at Wagers.
Yeah. Yep, and that's right where the tub is gonna go.
Oh yeah.
Right where all those joists are cut.
Yeah. Of course.
Any change order, it must come to the office, and
Right. It needs to be
we
approved
will
by
price
management.
it, we will approve it, and then you will do that job.
Yeah.
And if we find out that you did anything on the side or anything like that, then you will be terminated
Right. It's violation of your
immediately,
contract.
and you will not be paid on your contract. Taken into consideration, and hers is the ultimate one to consider. She has literally had probably 10 change orders.
Yeah.
So every time there's a change, that adds normally at least another half a day. Should be something in there where, like, if we pull you from a job for a day, you get an extra day.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Or if we pull you for a job for an extra day, you get 2 extra days or something.
Something.
Well, hopefully with us trying to like get on a couple more guys, like that shouldn't be a problem.
Right. You
No.
won't have
Yeah.
to be pulling people.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
And we'll get on that. I didn't know. Did you discuss that with him?
What?
Am I gonna be doing? He's gonna take time apart to do the interviews. I'm just gonna set him up. Did you guys discuss how that was gonna go?
What do you mean?
I mean, you told me to wait until you spoke to Jay about financial.
Oh yeah, figuring out how we're doing all like my financial part of things.
Because I was gonna call and set him up, and he's like, "Well, let me talk to Jay about what's going on here." So I'm not just gonna give him a bill and he doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
Like, so I don't know what you had decided on over there, but I wanted to move forward, and I'm kind of just waiting on you two to discuss your end. So.
Figure it out.
Well, he don't like salary, and I don't like hourly. So,
Yeah, that's why it made sense to me to do a percentage
percentage.
of what the guys get paid.
Yeah, but that's not gonna take into account interviews and, I mean, that's not gonna cover that amount. That extra time of stuff. Remember, this is what we talked about the other night before we left.
That's
Well,
why I was,
interviews are gonna be few and far between, but
Right.
I mean, we could pay a flat fee for that.
Well, that's what we have to figure out.
Yeah, and that's what you had discussed about like going and checking out properties and
that's
stuff
why
too.
I thought it would just be easier instead of a percentage, like we just like me and you came up with like a little like pay sheet. And like I would just turn it in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a price for interviewing, let's say, and a price for checking stuff, trip-wise and stuff like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just bring me something.
Okay, cool. So
You ready?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
oh, you got one?
Yeah, I already did all this.
All right.
I was gonna say, I'll take.
25 if they're local, or if local for the day, right?
Right.
25 local for the day.
Yeah, like if like Bonnie calls me and she's like, "Hey, these guys are in Columbus. I need you to like go check this
And
job
50 for,
out." Like driving to Columbus, like out of town.
Yep.
Yeah, because that covers your gas too.
And we can
so.
just tell
Yeah.
contractors right up front, stuff doesn't get checked on Saturday and Sunday.
it's business days only. We've already said
Period.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
even if they
and I would,
finish.
yeah, and I would tell them too, like, because it's going to cost you X amount of dollars when he goes to check it. Like, hey, don't call until it's finished.
that. Right.
The other
Yeah,
thing
like,
I want to
this-
consider is if we go and inspect it and they're not done, and we got to go back, they owe us $25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I was.
yeah.
You just took the words right out of my
I'm
mouth.
not paying for two.
Right.
So
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like if somebody calls me,
And they'll be more apt to do it right the first time because they're not going to come out of pocket for that $25 themselves.
Bingo! I think it solves multiple problems
Yep.
all in one swoop. So I
Yeah.
like that. And $25 is fair. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't have your crap done and you said you did. You
Yeah.
basically
That's not my
lied.
problem. Right. That's the same thing. Well, no, that's the same thing they try to do with pay sheets now, is put it on there when it's not done.
Like
And that's just
Madison,
stupid.
I did 3 trip checks checking that house
yeah.
Yeah.
because it was
And
So,
finding
yeah,
it
I would make
like,
it known to all the
like
contractors. Like,
you
this is
could
what
have
it is.
like been
Yeah.
trying to lock in a deal somewhere or
right.
you know what I mean, working on something very important. You know what
Right.
I mean, whereas you had to like waste an hour of your time to go look at something that wasn't done.
Right.
Yeah, almost an hour every time.
Yeah.
So 3 hours. I mean, almost a half day of mine was eaten up
Yeah.
from that. And I personally, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I personally think that the subcontractor should be on site.
When you check
If
stuff.
they want paid, then they should be there for the walkthrough.
Right.
Yeah, because I had John when I went and did Jeanette's.
Yeah,
I walked in there and I'm like, show me what all you did.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I know what you had to do, but like, I want you to show me what you did.
yeah. In order to get the next
Draw.
draw.
From the title company.
So, you know, we have to have documentation to show that that work was completed to turn in to the private money lender so that they can then contact the title company and say, hey, you can release the next phase of
Right.
funds
Mm-hmm.
to the flipper, right? And so from the time,
Okay, so then to make life easier, when I go inspect these properties, I need to be taking pictures.
Yeah.
should, yeah.
And
Of
then
the
you know
stuff
what I mean?
that's
And then
When
I
you're-
can just
when you're
upload it
ready
in the
for that.
folder
Yeah.
for that project.
And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
when you're ready to send stuff over, that's where me and her could work as a team. Like, I'll go and make sure the work's done, and I'll take the pictures.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
she can get the email ready with the pictures
Yeah.
and the documents from the invoices.
Yep.
Like that we've spent and paid.
Yep.
And
And then,
since I haven't been able to get into the perm, do you have your
Yeah.
projects already in there?
no.
Or- no? Okay, so that'll be something that I can really get started on.
Yeah.
Okay, for each project,
And then
each flip.
we'll get to a
or-
point where we don't even have to clear it. We can just say send it to title or send it to so and so. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I
Okay.
think initially we'll probably want to make sure that everything's in there, just to send.
Yeah, we can't have too much.
Because the lender was like, can it just all be in one place?
So now you have 2 people to make fun of you all the time.
You'd be like, sip water, babe, sip water.
Annie won't, but I assure you that I will.
When she says pocket, it's the funniest thing.
But you
Okay.
can make fun of me right back, please.
It's okay.
Please do.
Instead of, it would be easier for us to break this up too. I feel like, so like we got the whole house, right? And we got to come up with a scope of work for the whole house. Whereas we just do like, if I do them for, like do one for the electric and like do one for the plumbing. You know what I mean? Cause like, yeah, we got some guys doing some things that they know. And then we're like having to send other people over because somebody doesn't know how to do like that part of it.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that would be easier because like then you could just like
Just
we
compartmentalize
got
it.
we got the house and we got here's what we need electric, here's what we need plumbing, here's what we need paint flooring, here's what we need kitchen wise.
Yeah.
Cabinets and this. You know what I mean? There's a and that could be like make life a lot easier too when you're like when you got a guy that needs some work to do.
Yeah.
We pull out this scope of work and we're like, here. Are you comfortable
Yeah.
doing this?
Tell me what you can do on this
If
list
you're
or
comfortable
whatever.
doing the list, you know what I mean? We'll put this, we'll attach this with the contract and get you started.
Yeah.
And I would stress it to the guys too. If there's something on the list that they don't feel like they're capable of, want to try it. You know, that way you're not having to go in and fix it, because then you're
Right.
paying 2 people for 1 job.
Right.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve. of mine.
Yeah.
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 We talked
Like
about
I'd
that
rather
last
them not
time,
touch
too.
it and have somebody that knows what they're doing go in and touch it versus having to. Then the mistakes.
No, I agree.
What do you feel is a fair number for that then?
For doing a
For
scope
scopes.
Yeah.
for an entire project, I would think a couple $100.
And the material list or just a scope? Or just writing up a scope of work?
So this is where we run into this too, is because like,
It would have to be an adjusted thing, because if he's just doing a scope of work on the
Right.
bathroom, that's going to take an hour.
are you putting this
Or if he's
job
doing a whole
together for a
house.
laborer? Or are you putting this job together for a specific skilled tradesman? Like I feel like I could write you a scope of work to do the drywall, you know what I mean, in the paint. But if we got a drywaller and a painter, I'd be
They
like,
know the supplies
I'd
they
be like,
need.
here's your scope of work. Yeah, do you want me to like break them up, like we talked about?
In what way do you mean?
Like
Be more
compart-
specific.
Like the compartmentalized, whatever that word is.
Into sections?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
so that makes it easier for us to sub that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's
Doesn't he get all awkward?
That's truly the short the short question. What do you want for a day's work?
He is awkward with financials too. I'm like,
And-
well, I want this. I'm like, hey, can we do this?
yeah.
And we
We're
should
not.
keep in mind too that all of this is renegotiable later.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
If you figure out that
like,
it's not taking, or it's not covering your time,
if
then
you're
we'll
like,
talk
dude,
about it.
after I wrote this whole scope out and I wrote out everything, it took me a day and a half.
Yeah.
Then it's not fair to pay you $200.
$250.
Done. $250. Check
Okay.
that off next. But an example at Penny, there's a closet that's all wood framed.
Yeah, I
And
seen that.
they were talking about ripping it out. Well, that's a waste of time and money to me. So I mentioned capping it all in drywall and making it look like a normal closet
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then painting it.
I seen that. Yeah, I need to get hit with the.
I'm excited. I'm ready. I am.
Good.
So that leaves us.
And I honestly thought, like, once we got our own flip, I'll probably just do the admin work and then work on our house. Like, that way I still have time at home with the kids and I can cook and clean and all that other great stuff. But I'm super excited.
Good.
Yeah, did you tell dude we're kicking the door in?
Oh, no, we haven't contacted
Huh?
him yet. Dude
He
for
said,
Grant.
huh?
That we're kicking the door in at Grant Street because he hasn't given you a key yet.
Oh. No, I need to contact him.
He's like, huh? What? We're doing
Like,
what?
What's
I'm thinking Grant Hospital. Like
Oh
what?
my gosh. Okay. What else is on your list?
Interviews and bids.
Okay. Are we saying like 25 to 100 depending on the bid?
Yeah.
Okay.
$2 up to $100.
$2. $2. I didn't say that.
$2.50 on up to $100.
You'll be it on your page. $2.50.
Two pay, two
Bonnie,
Bonnie,
job
can you write
like-
that check for today?
taste of like discussing business development, discussing project management, discussing hiring and firing, discussing pricing, negotiating with someone when you're trying to come to an agreement on pricing on different things, right? You want both parties to be happy. You want it
Yep.
to be a win-win. So that's why we had this discussion, and you guys got the chance to see us hash things out live. So implement that in your own business.
Absolutely.